Most people are surprised when we tell them our credit card reimburses us for flight cancellations, diverted flights, and even delayed baggage. We're talking hotel rooms, meals of fancy champagne, and even alternative transportation. These are the major expenses that can add up quickly when your travel plans go sideways.
So what's our trick? It's simple. Know your benefits and how to use your credit card's travel insurance. In this video, we're going to show you everything you need to know about how to maximize your chances of a successful claim.
Also, and this is quite embarrassing to admit, we found one travel benefit that we've missed out on not once, but twice by not taking our own advice. So be sure to stick around until the end of this video when we reveal how we could have saved hundreds of dollars more than we already have by taking advantage of this often overlooked travel credit card benefit.
All right, let's get started. So how does travel insurance work with your credit card? First, there are a number of different travel insurance type benefits offered by the world's best travel credit cards. In our opinion, the Chase Sapphire Reserve is the best, but of course, many people are similarly happy with their American Express Platinum credit card or Capital One Venture X. Regardless of your card, the most important thing you can do is regularly review the benefits provided with your credit card, especially before booking that flight, hotel, cruise, rental car, or vacation package.
To this point, do you know the difference between trip cancellation and interruption insurance and a trip delay reimbursement? Don't worry, we didn't either when we first figured out how to take advantage of these valuable credit card benefits.
For full transparency, let's sign into our account so we can show you, not just tell you, how to find this information yourself and how to file an insurance claim online when your trip is canceled, interrupted, or delayed for a covered reason.
After signing in, scroll down to the very bottom of the page and click on Card Benefits. Just below the Featured Benefits section on our page, you will find the complete list of Chase Sapphire Reserve benefits. There are a whopping 51 benefits in total and 24 related to travel. Now you can see why it's so important to know what your benefits are so you don't lose any free money like we did. As we continue to scroll, you can see some of our favorite benefits like free lounge access, even in Mexico, the $300 annual travel credit, and no foreign transaction fees. But we're going to review trip cancellation and interruption insurance first. If your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness or severe weather, for example, you can be reimbursed up to $10,000 per person and $20,000 per trip for your prepaid, non-refundable travel expenses, including passenger fares, tours, and hotels. All you have to do to be eligible for this benefit is to purchase your travel with your travel credit card.
Also, one little known travel tip we can give you is that even paying for the taxes with your credit card when using airline miles for a free flight, for example, will qualify you to use these travel benefits. So don't make the mistake of paying for the taxes in addition to the airfare with miles. We made this mistake booking a return flight from Sydney to the US with Air Canada miles. Air Canada allows you to pay for the taxes with miles, but don't do it. We lost any travel protections for our trip this way. Thankfully, we had no issues with our travel, but if we had, we would have been kicking ourselves.
Next up, let's review trip delay reimbursement, our favorite. If your common carrier, aka your flight, train, cruise, etc., is delayed more than 6 hours or requires an overnight stay, you and your family are covered for unreimbursed expenses like meals and lodging up to $500 per ticket. One reason this benefit is so amazing is that airlines are not required to put you up in a hotel or give you food vouchers if your flight is delayed or canceled due to weather. We see a lot of people melt down over not knowing this risk when traveling. The airlines cannot control weather, so they are not required to pay you for your hotel or meals when flights are delayed or canceled due to weather. This is why you see so many people sleeping in airports late at night. No bueno. As such, we recommend that you book your flights with a credit card that has trip delay reimbursement to protect yourself.
As this benefit is the most common one you'll likely use, let's run through an actual example of a claim we made. When the second leg of our return flight from Barcelona to Savannah via Newark was canceled due to flooding at Newark, we decided to make the most of it. Book a hotel in New York and plan a nice dinner with friends at Trey's favorite restaurant in the city. After a fun night out, we woke up to more flight cancellations at Newark. It was clear we would not be flying out of Newark for a few days. We normally leave our schedules more flexible to take advantage of this, but we had to be in Savannah to pick up our dog Patty to fly home to Mexico in time for Day of the Dead celebrations. So we booked a bus to Washington, D.C. and had United change our flights for free to fly direct to Savannah from there. Problem solved.
We then organized our itemized receipts totaling $580 for our hotel, meals, and bus fare and signed on to our account. We scrolled down to the trip delay reimbursement and then filed our claim online by clicking on the eClaims website that's listed. Once you acknowledge you're leaving the Chase website, you can click the button on the Card Benefit Services Claim Center homepage to start a claim. From here, you enter your claim details such as your name, relevant dates, claim amount, and reason for the delay. Next, you upload your itemized receipts and click Submit. One word of caution is that this is a third-party website, so you can't just say, look on my credit card statement to the agent. This third-party processing provider requires you to upload itemized receipts, not just copies of your credit card statement, so be prepared. We learned this the hard way, and we're scrambling to find the appropriate documentation.
In a few short weeks, we received our $580 reimbursement from Chase. We also want to point out that $580 is more than the entire annual fee of $550 for this travel credit card. Adding in $300 in annual travel credit, dozens of free food and drinks in airport lounges, and a few $1,000s worth of points earned to spend on travel, we absolutely love this card.
For one additional example, on one of our flights from New Orleans to Miami, that flight diverted to Fort Lauderdale due to a ground stop in Miami. When we were offered the chance to deplane in Fort Lauderdale, I quickly pulled up Lyft to see travel times and pricing from Miami airport versus the Fort Lauderdale airport. It was clear we needed to deplane immediately as Miami was a hot mess. Again, our trip delay reimbursement came to the rescue and saved us $66 on our Lyft ride to our hotel that we otherwise would have had to pay from Miami to our hotel, and it was a nice result for us.
We also want to highlight emergency evacuation and transportation, one travel benefit that we didn't know about until reviewing them for this video. This benefit is huge. If you or a member of your immediate family are injured or become sick during a trip far from home that results in an emergency evacuation, you can be covered for medical services and transportation up to $100,000.
I've actually seen this used before, as a lady at my campsite when I was hiking Kilimanjaro was required to have a helicopter evacuate her off the mountain. I was literally thinking this must cost an absolute fortune if you don't have travel insurance. So this is one example of when this benefit would come in handy. You literally never know when you will need some of these benefits, so it's reassuring to know that they're there. For the last travel benefit we're going to cover, let's discuss emergency medical and dental coverage. It's the benefit I told you about in the opener to this video that I did not know about, causing us to miss out on hundreds of dollars in free money. Emergency medical and dental coverage kicks in if you're 100 miles or more from home on a trip. You can be reimbursed for up to $2,500 for medical expenses if you or a family member becomes sick or injured. When we were in Spain, I chipped a tooth and needed x-rays and a major dental repair that I paid for out of pocket. I then more recently had a similar incident in Houston, so now have missed out not once but twice on using this benefit.
As a reminder, you have to make your claim within 90 days to utilize this benefit, and sadly 90 days have passed.
In addition to filing your claim promptly, a few of our tips to maximize your chances of a successful claim are to keep good records of your travel expenses, including itemized receipts, provide all necessary documentation timely to the adjuster, and of course being patient with the claims adjuster. There will be some back and forth by email before you will get your reimbursement.
So that's our review of our credit card travel insurance benefits. what they are, how to use them, and tips for maximizing your chances of a successful claim. Given this video is about insurance, we have to mention travel medical insurance as well. Most U.S. healthcare plans do not cover you outside of the U.S. As such, you need travel medical insurance, which is not covered by your travel credit card. We recommend checking out companies like SafetyWing that specialize in this type of insurance for travelers or digital nomads. We have coverage up to $100,000 globally through our AXA private healthcare plan in Mexico. When we were in the emergency room in Playa del Carmen, we saw another American charge well over $1,000 on his credit card to pay for his visit after being hit by a car. He did not have travel medical insurance.
In general, we don't think most travelers understand the risk they're taking by booking trips without knowing their travel protections or healthcare coverage when traveling outside the US. Thankfully, there are easy and inexpensive solutions by booking your travel with a credit card like the Chase Sapphire Reserve and getting travel medical insurance through a company like SafetyWing.
Well, that's it for this video. We certainly hope you found it informative and helpful for planning your next trip. We also want to thank one of our viewers, Frank, for the comments suggesting we cover this important topic. We'd also love to know what you think about travel insurance. Have you used it successfully? What has been your experience? Let us know in the comments below.
Also, if you haven't already, it would be awesome if you would smash that like button for the almighty YouTube algorithm and consider subscribing to our channel. We cover a range of topics on moving to Mexico and our experience living and traveling around the country. If there's a topic you would like us to cover, feel free to drop it in the comments.
As always, we appreciate you watching our videos. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Hasta luego!